The following review is going to be on Transformers Studio Series 86 Voyager Class Ironhide. Stay tuned. Rodimusbill here, and today we're going to do a review on another Studio Series 86 figure. This is the Voyager Class Ironhide. First, take a look at the box. It is Studio Series 86-17 Ironhide Transformers Generations. It is from the Transformers the movie. There is the Transformers the movie soundtrack. Here is the UPC in case anybody needs it. And it is Voyager class right on that side. There is a full body shot of Ironhide. And on the back it says big screen inspired scale detail backdrop. Decepticon Shuttle Ambush. 26 steps from robot to van. And there is Ironhide with his backdrop. Alright, let's take him out of the package and see what we've got. And when you open up Ironhide, this is what he comes with. First, we'll take a look at the cardboard he comes attached to, which Hasbro doesn't have to do this, but I'm actually surprised they do because they do waste more ink and color on here. The piece of cardboard he's attached to is the same as the Studio Series scene, which is pretty cool. And with Ironhide, he came attached to that. And I believe his weapons were attached in the back. I have a picture when I open them up that'll be at the end of this review. So, first I think we'll take a look at the instruction booklet. Pretty decent. Ironhide 86. Now this is weird. It actually tells you about the two guns. You can put them on the back of him like that. You can even attach it to the back of the legs, which looks pretty funny. Or they go in his hand like that. And then it's basically white and red. And then at the very end, you can put the two guns on top of him in band mode. And you can also put them on his feet so they become exhaust pipes. So they do give you options, which I'm surprised. Now, this is a Voyager size price. And he's basically a deluxe size figure. Now, there might be several reasons. I've heard some people say it's due to the parts count. This guy is a lot heavier than the Siege counterpart. He doesn't parts form. All the van components are on the body. So you've got more parts forming, or you got no parts forming. You got a bigger parts count. But still, to make him a Voyager price figure, and they only give you two guns. I mean, they could have got creative and given you like a big blast effect. Or like a big hole in his chest that you take out, because do how he met his demise in the movie. They could have come up with something like that. Heck, they even sell a dead Optimus Prime, so you think they would have done something with Ironhide. Considering he was only in the movie for the first few minutes, and not only did he die, but he got a very gruesome death. But, so you got the Studio Series backdrop, which is the Autobot shuttle. You got the four seats. You got the big view screen. And Ironhide sits right there, so that's pretty neat looking. It is. And then we'll look at the two guns. Same size guns. They are silver and black for the handle. It's 5mm. And you notice they do have this rectangle port, which is how you install it to Ironhide in both vehicle and robot modes. Or in vehicle mode especially. So, now, before we get to Ironhide, we'll show you how the directions want you to place it. So use these rectangular ports. Let's see, I actually I did before because I didn't leave the directions when I first got him. But, he's pretty easy to transform if you know how. Yeah, that's how you do it. So, this is how you do it. You put one there. And you put one there. So you can store them there or on the back of the feet. This is actually how you'd install them into onto vehicle mode, or what I've noticed, what I made the mistake of doing the first time, is you could attach them to these ports right there. So either way, what's the directions have you doing it? They have you doing it to the, looks like to the outside. All right, enough of the directions. Now let's get to Ironhide. All right, face, very G1-ish. You got the silver face, the blue eyes, no light piping, the red head. I do like the blue window. You even got the little side windows like there. And it's see-through. You even got little wiper blades and a tiny little Autobot symbol. You've got the silver or gunmetal gray for the lights and the bumper right there. You do have his classic waist with the arrow pointing down. You got some panel molding. Then on the legs, you got some cool panels etched in. The legs are pretty thick too, but I mean, I guess there was no way they could hit all this, all the kibble. But he doesn't parts form, so I can excuse that. Let's see. There is more of the side. Here's the back, and he got a pretty clean back too. If you look at him, the only kibble he's got in the back is his front fender, which is amazing. And I mean, the arms really aren't that hollow. The legs aren't hollow. So, all in all, he's a good figure. Is he worth a Voyager price tag? I don't know. I mean, he does very complex. He's heads and tails over the Siege counterpart. I don't have the Earth Van, but I will show you the Siege Cybertronian model I got. And, okay, that's about it for Ironhide. Now let's do some articulation. The head, I like this little bracket it's on. So you got the head does go down more than any other ones. It's got the 360-degree rotation. His waist is 360 degrees. Now the arms are 360 degrees round. And when you go out to the side, I love this extra piece they put here. That might be, since we're paying Voyager price, they're going to throw in a few little extra stuff. So I do like that. 90 degree at the elbow, rotation at the upper bicep, and 360 degrees on the wrists, which have nothing to do with transformation. So Hasbro's like, hey, we're giving you a Voyager price, so we might as well give you articulated hands. A little extra piece there. Same thing on this side. Let's see, waist I showed you. Now this is all one piece, so you can lift up the skirt and you could do almost 90 degrees front. You got 90 degrees back. Get out to the side. His legs on a mushroom peg, so you could spin 360 degrees at the thigh. And then he does have 90-degree knee rotation or knee bend. Ankle rocker, back and forth, up and down. A lot better feet than his Siege counterpart. And this figure just feels solid. And, you know, you look at him, he's got the arms, but that's how Ironhide looked in the original cartoon. With the gray and the red, and the like light gray or something. So that is Ironhide from the original TV show and the movie. And like I said, is he worth the Voyager price? I don't know. It's up to you to decide if you want to get him or not. And I'm sure they're going to do a Ratchet remold or recolor pretty soon. That's why I'm sure these little tabs are in there for Ratchet's light bar up top. All right, let's do some robot-to-robot comparisons. First comparison I'm going to do is with Siege Ironhide. So, very similar in appearance, but, I mean, this guy is more flimsy, he's more hollow. You could tell by weight, he weighs a lot more, and they did do a lot with the feet. So this guy is heads over tails. Now I know the Earth Rise, Earth mode, the whole top of the van is parts forming, but I never got that. But this is a Siege version, again, based on the same design, and it's heads over tails over that. Then I figure we're going to bring in, now here is a Deluxe Studio Series 86 Jazz. So this is a Deluxe, and this is considered a Voyager. This is one of the bigger Deluxe figures. This is Perceptor, which is actually taller than Ironhide, just by a snare. but this guy's got way more parts count than Perceptor does. And I want to bring in some of the old G1 figures that Ironhide interacted with. Here is Kingdom Blaster, which for me is just like Studio Series 86. Now he's a Voyager, and he is a Voyager, but again, I mean, the transformation is night and day. It's a lot more complex with this guy, and this is actually a proper size. And then we're going to bring in Optimus Prime with Ironhide. So I kind of like these. I don't know if Ironhide was a little tall than this, but this is what Optimus Prime is. And we're going to bring in Megatron. We're going to recreate that one scene. So this is the comparison between these two guys. And then I wanted to bring in the Studio Series Ironhide from the movies. Completely different. Black pickup truck. More robotic feeling. But I just wanted to bring another Ironhide in. Here is a Ratchet Core Class. Now, you know they're going to have a Ratchet Voyager size, and then eventually they'll probably have an Ironhide Core Class figure. But I brought these two here. And then one more figure, I'm going to bring in Studio Series 86 Leader Grimlock. So you compare those two guys. All right, now we're going to transform Ironhide. But before we transform, we're going to do this. Here is that scene where Megatron destroys Ironhide. Your days are over, Optimus Prime. No! Such heroic nonsense. And there goes Ironhide's demise. Now, to transform, first we remove the weapons. And we're just going to move the arms in. Now, they don't go all the way in. They only go that much in. But that's all they do. And the next we're going to do is slowly pull this out. Now you can see mine are already getting stress marks, and all my clear plastic I got stress marks already. So you're going to pull this out, and you're going to extend this, and then these are just going to rotate around, and that makes the windows. You can see more stress marks. I mean, this figure is just, everything's these light clear blue, which is not good. And then you're going to fold the head in and close that up. Next, you're going to take these. See how this little, it's got that little groove is going to fit into there. When he becomes a robot mode, a little slot fits into that groove. Pretty cool. So you're just going to fold these over like this. You're going to fold this over like this. Now, you have a tab here on this arm, and it's going to fit together. So, that's what you got right now. So, I'm going to rotate the legs. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to pull this out. Now, it's going to rotate just on this white piece, like this. So, we just rotated this, and then we close this up, and it'll snap in like that, and we've got the beginning of the van, okay? So, I think we do it like this. Yeah, rotate this. So you want, now the arms are going to form the top of the van. So, and that's the hardest part, trying to get this guy into shape. But we're going to do the legs now. So, what you're going to do is, you're going to pull this up and out. This reminds me of the Motor Master legs too. Okay? And then you got this little piece you're going to fold up. Then you're going to take the foot, extend the foot up, fold this out, fold the window down, and then fold this back on itself like that. And you got the little tablets right there. Boom. That's a lot in one leg. So you go the other leg. Again, take this little panel, move it up. This you pull up, you pull out, you pull out. And then you pull this back. We'll just get this out of the way for now. And then you can if you want to put these together. Now, they got these two big tabs here, which in these two big slots here. So, put them together, and then you have a little tab right back here. And mine always comes undone. You can never keep all these pegs together. So, that's what we got right now. Now, the trick is you want to move these arms into these two slots. So you got a little slot there, and these two grooves, and you got these tabs. So you want to get these arms, attach them to the top of the van. All right, this is the easiest probably ever done it. And then these, you have a tab here, will fit right into that little slot. Okay, and then you're gonna have this is gonna fold into the other one. So we'll do one side. So we fold this fits in there, and then this fits in there, and then that side's done. This side, fold this in, snap this in. Now this is where so many people have problems, including me. I even had to put something on Facebook about this. Supposedly, what you want to do now is you got to put these blue pegs right there. Have it to go on top of here without breaking them. Oh, and that was the easiest I've ever done it. And then just make sure everything is done, which, oh my God. That's it. And that is our Ironhide figure. Now, I assume when they remold this into Ratchet, they're just going to put a light bar on here. And that's what those are for. But now let's take a look at them in van mode. Blue see-through, which is pretty cool. You got the Autobot logo up front. You got the silver grille, the bumper, the lights down here. Yeah, he's got some extra pieces like this joint and this joint, but not really much you can do. You got the side windows there, big windows there, big window back here. The legs aren't just pegged on. I like how they're not going to pop off, which is pretty cool. The back, it would have been neat if this was painted also a clear plastic for the blue, but you got the back door handle, you got the bumper. And you notice he is missing his yellow stripe, but I'm sure Toy Hacks will probably make a little yellow stripe you put in right there. You know, there's a little mirror etched in, the doorknob. And noticed, yes, these are two different reds. You got this red for the hard plastic and this red for the other plastic. So there's not much you can do. I mean, it looks like this is one red, this is one red, and this is another red. But all in all, this is a neat little van. It compacts everything, no parts forming, and I think he's a pretty good size figure. Now, for these, you can put these here. One goes there, and the other one goes there. And I've never done this before. Shouldn't be too hard. And you just put one there. Oh, they're pretty easy. See what I get for reading the instructions? And there it goes. And you got exhaust pipes. And he rolls pretty, I mean, he rolls pretty good. And I think he's a nice, solid figure. You're just going to have to get over these big joints here, and just enjoy the fact that they actually made a Nissan van Ironhide that looks cartoon accurate in robot mode and almost cartoon accurate in vehicle mode. Now these panels will pop out back here. I mean, there's not much you can do. These are little tabs. But all in all, I think they did a pretty good job of Ironhide. Alright, let's just put these on top. And next we'll do some vehicle-to-vehicle comparisons. And then, alright, let's do some comparisons now. And our first vehicle-to-vehicle is going to be the Ironhide Siege. Now this is a Cybertronian mode, and this is the Earth mode. Now they have the same like legs, how they fold in. The arms go back, but these cover up. These, there is nothing covering up. The feet are a major improvement. So what they based this on this guy, and they came up with this, which is very, very good. So that is the Siege Ironhide. Now I'm just going to bring in some G1 formers that Ironhide was with. So there's Jazz. And we're going to bring in a good old Optimus. Now Optimus Prime's a Voyager. This is the Netflix class. So, and I think maybe Ironhide may be a tad too oversized, but they don't look bad at all, considering how the difference in robot mode. This is the Ironhide from the movie series, and I did like them making Ironhide a big, beefy truck. So Ironhide was one of the few big characters that I actually liked what they did with. Here's the little core class Ratchet, which I'm sure eventually you'll get a core class one of these, and you'll get a Voyager class one of these. So, because they always do those guys together. Here is the Megatron, Voyager size Megatron Earth or Cybertronian tank mode. This guy is just weird how he is. I wish I would have gotten the Earth mode, but I never did. And then we're going to bring in the Studio Series Grimlock Leader class. And that is all for the vehicle comparison. Now, one thing that I always do, which most reviewers don't do, is I transform him both ways. Most reviewers start in alt mode, which I don't. I always start as they are packaged. So if they come packaged in there. If they come packaged in robot mode, I will start in robot mode. If they come packaged in vehicle mode, I'll do vehicle mode. Now, because there's always one way, which is always a lot harder than the other way. So, let's get this guy transformed into the robot mode. So, first we're going to unpeg. I guess we're going to unpeg these somehow. Let's see. Might be better off moving the front. There. Let's see. Let's move this up. That'll free these. Then what you can do is fold these down, fold these out, just like that. Okay, then undo the arms. Now let's just do the legs. So, remember those big thick tabs? I actually do like to use these two tabs. So, fold this up, fold this in, fold that in, move this to the feet, close this door, one leg, and then pop this down. Move this around, one leg is done. Again, I love how they compacted so much into the feet. Fold the glass in, fold this in. This goes down here to make the foot. Close this panel, close this, close that. And now you've got the feet all done. So, come up here. Remember, you got to rotate. No, let's separate the grill. Now you got to rotate it on just this round thing. So, rotate that like that. And then these will just snap in there. Okay. So now let's separate the arms. And then as you move these back, this little groove is going to slide in that slot. Like that. Like that. Almost done. And then this hand got strained out. Strain out this hand. Okay, so pull this forward. These already got stress marks on them right there. See that? Stress marks. Fold this in. Fold this in. Pull the head out. Fold this down. Now, you have to move this forward while moving this down because it fits in like that. And that snaps that in. Straighten them out. Come back here. Looks like these will just fit right there. And Ironhide is done. So, all in all, he's a very neat figure. I do like this. Is the best Ironhide figure I've seen. Very G1 accurate, even if you discount the legs. I'm sure there might have been a way to hide this, but they didn't. Like I said, he's a Voyager price at a deluxe size, but there is a lot of parts moving in the sky, and he's got the weight. Nothing is hollow, so I think they did a pretty good job of him. And for what he's worth, I'm glad I got him. I won't get Ratchet, though, because I don't like to get both Ratchet and Ironhide. I usually like to get one or the other. But we'll see. And that is it for this review of Studio Series 86 Voyager Ironhide. All right, make sure you like, subscribe, and please turn on those notifications and hit that thumbs up button. That helps the algorithm find the channel. If there's a link below to buy this guy from like Amazon or Big Bad Toy Store or some other one, feel free to do that too. As an affiliate, I do receive some credit. This is not my normal day job. As some of you might know already from my previous videos, I work in the forensics field. I do latent fingerprints, which is very interesting. And one day I'll start a channel just from the CSIs from what I do. But anyway, back to this. Like, subscribe. We do Transformers. We do new toy sightings. We do DVD unboxings. Some DC characters, some Marvel characters. Just we do whatever's good. So like, subscribe, turn on notifications. And I need to bust some Deceptichops, Optimus. Ironhide out. Rest in peace, brother. We miss you.